So who wants a thingy? I guess nobody.
I will.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
The thing that happened was that we finally got out of the prison room. Most of the group went outside to fight off quite a few guys to get down and discover that we're inside of the building and that we have an outside ally. Like I said, quick and dirty is always with me. Well, I went into the torch room getting us some tools of the trades to defend ourselves with, which apparently was needed pretty soon after we found our own gear. But I at least have more tools of trade to, well, use if needed. What else was this? We got out and we discovered the location of our mysterious ally, the sniper. Prevented him from being blown up. Party split apparently. Then we got together again.
Okay.
And that's as far my memory will allow me to go.
Alrighty. There was a few things that happened while you were gone. Including, the group tried to steal a ship. So while they were looking for a suitable vessel to...
A ship and a prick just said that was illegal. This was his ship.
You're on a space rock that is known for being excuse me, that is known for being a den of villainy, basically. So a villain approached and got Olaf's character very upset. And as a result, he was told to accompany this other guard to a different location. And while heading to that location, your sniper friend released you from the responsibilities of that via sniping. And yeah, then he told the group to get into a car, and a sky car. And they got in the sky car, and the sky car started to drive away. Now, I need to go back in time for Geo. So, as Geo, or not Geo, Olaf's character, what was his character's name again? Gosh, I'm on the wrong screen.
My character, Olaf's character.
Roll Kusul is mine.
Roll Kasul. When Roll Kasul was arguing with a guy who looks like a mercenary of some sort, then another guard approached, telling Roll Kasul to come with him, and the two guards escorted him off. Croak decided to go with him. However, you can decide whether or not you went with them, but I'm going to add this detail. However, a message comes over the all of your Omni tools, and it's basically Archangel requesting that you head back to Afterlife, which is the bar. So I'm going to give Geo's character the chance to decide whether or not he wishes to do that.
The rest go?
Everybody else is leaving, including all the NPCs.
Yeah, but did they want to go to the bar, yes or no?
Well, one is being escorted in that direction anyway. And the big Krogan, he's headed that way.
Okay, if the rest is also going, then yeah, I'm also going, because, like I said, strength in numbers.
All right. So then you guys eventually get to the bar. The two, the guard and the mercenary, are knocked unconscious by tranquilizer darts.
Holy hell.
And Archangel, which is the voice over the radio, tells you to get into a black sky car. Which, as soon as he tells you to get into the car doors open. Do you wish to get in the car with the rest of the group?
Bloody hell is, damn it, people. Ah, strength in numbers, strength in numbers.
Okay,
You're
so
free to stay.
you get in the car.
Yes,
Okay,
as
so
long as strength in numbers
NPCs.
numbers can be killed.
So NPCs that are joining you. The Batarian just walks into the bar instead of joining you guys. Let me see if I can look at all the NPCs and remember. Those two NPCs are gone. So the Volus and the Vorcha also get in the car with you guys.
He wanted to keep the meat shield.
Uh,
Krogan wanted to
but
keep
yeah,
the meat shield.
all the other NPCs are gone. Just those two are left because the two other NPCs were gone before that. So, oh yeah, Geo, the Asari and the Hanar, the injured Hanar and the Asari, they left.
Okay, they left on their own.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
And the
that's gonna
Batarian that was in your cell, Geo, which is the guy I'm saying is going into the bar, he's going into the bar instead of going into the car with you guys.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'm going in the car as well.
All right, you get in the car.
Yep.
The sky car is now holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. Yeah, that's an all right amount for it to hold.
5 people and a gremlin.
Yeah.
No, just 5
That's
people.
the most fantastic name ever, Prima.
Huh?
Just see what he named his character.
There's a small backstory behind the nickname.
It's perfect.
Okay, let me see, let me see. Ah, of course.
You haven't met him yet, though, so.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys get in the sky car.
Yep, we get in the sky car.
Yep, the sky car is going. So if you guys wish to interact with the two NPCs that are with you or not, that is up to you.
What's in the sky car?
Well, it's basically just a regular car, except it can fly. So
Who's
it's
driving?
nobody.
Automated.
Yeah, so there's two people sitting in possible driver's seats in the front. Because they both have controls that are capable of controlling the vehicle in the front. Both seats that are in the front. and you guys can decide how you got in the vehicle if you want. But the controls seem to be automatically doing something. So
Get in the first seat I can get.
yeah, if you guys don't care, then I know what order everybody's in.
Yeah, I'm in the back seat somewhere.
Quick question: what kind of die do we roll here?
I will send you the link.
What?
It's a separate die system. It's fairly simple to understand. You just have to see the colorations of your thing on your sheet.
So we don't roll.
You don't roll
D20s or-
d6s and d8s and that, no. Or d20s.
Let me see if I can.
Well, you do
The
roll.
only correct one is d100.
You do roll the dice with the correct number of sides. However,
Yeah, you use this to roll your dice. Then you roll the dice that you have in your skill. So if it says 1 yellow, 2 greens, you clicked that amount and then click the button roll to get your result.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
it's not that bad. You just roll what I tell you to roll, and then you tell me what you got. That's it. Or you can take a picture of it and send it to us. Whichever's
I went
easier.
and got my real die for nothing.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Sadly,
these
yes.
dice have
I tried to roll directly from the sheet and it didn't work, so I was like, I can't be bothered to click the GM and do this every fucking time, so I'm just gonna go get my die set. In Pearl.
Yeah, unfortunately, these have different symbols on them.
Yeah, it's symbols and not numbers. The only one with numbers is a D100, because that's the only one from it. The others are like gear colorations you probably have to look at, and then they have different symbol that means different things.
Okay, so for all I know, I can roll 3 greens and get a smiley face and a smile and a friendly face.
Basically, yes.
Oh.
But the symbols are on a green, it's like a sun and some arrows. Yeah, arrows is a sun. That's about it. Yeah. Yellow has like a circular outed sun, and then purple has X's on it.
Yeah,
And
just send us a screenshot of whatever you get. It might be easier for you. Okay.
What, because I'm stupid or something?
No. I just know that you have a hard time articulating descriptions.
just click the stream preview, then you see the dice, some of the symbols that are on it. Then you click that, and then
Yeah, just do a few test rolls and you'll see what we're
Oh, so
talking
you can
about.
get it to be white. How? I can't see shit, it's all black.
oh, what the fuck?
Click the dice roller logo or
There we go.
whatever.
Thank you.
Yeah. So basically, now I think I was fucked up on a click. Yeah, it's fucked up on a click. So I can't click on it, but basically, how it should look like that, and then you click these on the top here. And that's the dice you pick. Like the normal is like the green and the yellow. Then Prebian Matt might let you add some purple, which is the bad ones. Basically, purple, red, and black are the bad ones. Then blue, yellow, and green are the good ones.
Okay.
We'll get to it.
So it tells you to roll a certain amount of each, and then you roll, and what you see is green on me now. That means it's a good roll. That means it's a success in some way. If it's a red, it's a bad one, and if it's blank, which I don't think it can be, but if it says nothing on that thing, just nothing happens.
Well, I just rolled a bunch of random stuff and I got a blank one.
Yeah, some of the dice are blank, but if the thing on the bottom is completely blank, it just means nothing happens. But yeah. It is not. It basically, you just click the amount that has, and it shows on your sheet or Matt tells you. So
Yeah.
it's not that bad.
Yep.
Starting to regret this a little.
All right. So,
I said I heard you didn't want to, but your commander choose to call you either way.
so you guys head in the direction where the sky car is going.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to do anything before your sky car arrives?
I put on a tune.
Not you.
Do you have like a headset or?
Yeah, are you smart enough to know how the radio works?
Roll a knowledge check. See,
That's the-
I can
the
make
price.
jokes even though I don't really know the system.
I guess I wouldn't.
You probably can. I'm just
So,
messing with
What
you.
is his intelligence?
1.
Yo,
Oh, so
Is
mine
it-
is also 1. So I'm also incredibly stupid.
You're like average.
Well, if he's also average, then yes.
Yeah, based on max you can have is 5. They probably explain it when they made a character. A 5, you're like a fucking genius.
So you can't
Uh,
have a 0.
Can't have a 0.
No.
So 1
It's
is
1 is the lowest. 1 is basically it can't be lower than a 10 in D&D terms.
okay.
And a 5 is basically a 20.
So normal intelligence.
Yeah. So you're just average intelligence. I'm just messing with you.
Which means I'm pretty fucking agile.
I'll wait for our next orders then.
Okay. The sky car takes you to your destination then. If nobody wants to do anything.
Yeah. Not that comes to mind at least.
Alright. Sky car lands. And the doors open.
Go out.
Alright.
We go out, so... Oh gosh. Here we are then. Let's hope it's not as bad as we expect it to be.
Alright.
What are you whining about?
The guy helped us get out and he told us to get in it. I trust that guy more than probably others. And that asshole I met at a fucking thing, I want to shoot him.
Well, that's the thing. You build trust like this, and then when you have the trust, you can, abuse it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a strategy after all. Yes, let's see what our friend wants from us.
Well, it hasn't been for a friend, you would be dead, so...
You never know.
I never know, but that's probably what would have happened to all of us. Maybe not the Krogan, because he's...
What do I see outside the car?
Okay. You start looking around. There is a building in front of you. And that building, at least from the exterior, appears to be empty.
It's
Gotcha.
usually not a good sign.
I go in.
Alright. There is a bridge also to your behind where the sky car landed. It appears to lead to a different building, but there's people going about their business over there.
Mm-hmm.
So you wish to go into the empty building?
Yes, I wish to go into the quote-unquote empty building.
Alright, you walk inside. There's a lounge area. Is the first thing that you immediately see. There's a fully stocked kitchen. There's like a couches and there's a television screen. It's holographic screen. It appears to have on it just sort of some sort of generic news report. there is also what appears to be an individual sitting on the couch. And the individual that is sitting on the couch is Preben's character, so he can introduce his character.
Character sheet could actually work, then maybe.
Stranger danger.
Well,
Is
I'm
he
sitting
a
on the
gift
couch.
made AI?
There's a particular reason I'm sitting on this couch, DM. Because if I'm just sitting here, then I would probably not interact with these people at all.
You were told by Archangel to watch a news report. So that is what you are currently doing.
I am watching said news report.
Sorry?
I am watching said news report.
Okay. It is basically explaining how there was an AI that was discovered on the Citadel, which is a space station. You're nowhere near that space station, but he told you to watch this report for some reason. You don't know. And they found a rogue AI on the Citadel, and basically they got CSEC, which is the Citadel security, to go in and destroy all computers that were in the facility that contained the AI. So you can put two and two together. You have a feeling that he's trying to instruct you on why you need to hide that you're an AI in general, but you're not sure. Let's see. Okay, so you guys see, well, whoever enters the building sees him sitting on the couch.
That would be me first.
Yep.
Is he facing me?
No, he's facing the television. Like, you walked through the entryway and he's sitting on a couch here. So you're in the entryway, the couch is here, the TV's here.
And I only see him.
Yeah, you see the back of his head.
Right. Then I say, so you're Archangel, huh? What do you want?
I was just told by Archangel to sit here and watch a news report, right? That's
Correct.
It.
You are not
Okay.
Archangel.
He's a criminal, right?
Who?
Archangel? He's a criminal.
He on this place where we are is called Omega. It's a space station where a bunch of criminals live. However, Archangel is actually killing criminals. He's here trying to stop their operations.
So it's like a vigilante.
Basically.
He's Batman. With a sniper.
Batman doesn't kill, though.
Yeah, he's Batman with a sniper that kills. So he's a Green Arrow, but just said he's Green Sniper.
Batman with a gun.
The more appropriate analogy would be Punisher.
He kills. Yeah, he kills.
Literally my favorite Marvel hero.
Daredevil isn't too bad.
Daredevil won't get shit on him.
The Punisher's still pretty cool, though. But yeah.
Archangel, the only difference between him and Punisher would be Archangel is a little less brutal in the way that he kills people.
Yeah. So he doesn't curb stop them whenever he can.
Yeah,
he doesn't
exactly.
punish in the way that Punisher do.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. It's a punishing.
The whole punch of Punisher. That's his whole thing.
Yeah. He sees a table saw. You go into the table saw, wood chipper, wood chipper.
What
So
matters
what do you
more
say?
to Archangel is that what you're doing, the bad things that you're doing, is stopped, rather than actually trying to brutalize you.
What did you say again, Yumba?
You want me to repeat the whole thing?
Yeah.
So you're Archangel, huh? What do you want?
I turn my head. Hmm. Oh, actually, is there any other people in the room at all? Would I just assume that he probably talked to somebody else?
In this current room, did anybody else enter the building?
I came in a bit after. I walked in a bit after.
Okay, other
Yeah,
than
but if there's anybody else in the room with us right now, not any of his crew. Just...
yeah, anybody who is part of Archangel's group, not in this room, no.
Okay, so only me and nobody else.
Yes. Only you and the group that is entering this place right now. Correct.
I turn my head and I just say, sorry?
What are you, deaf?
Oh no, I will assure you that my ears are completely highly functioning.
Well, did you hear what I say?
Yes.
So are you?
No, I am not whom you seek. And he turns back and looks at the TV.
Then who are you? And what are you doing here?
Is this like your secret hideout?
Archangel's secret hideout, yes. You are part of Archangel's group. You can decide whether or not you 100% ally with Archangel's ideals as the game progresses, but for now, he somehow prevented you from being misused by people you didn't wish to be misused by. Your original
Like
creator, is dead because mercenaries killed him.
Sweet.
And the mercenaries kidnapped you to use for nefarious purposes. And then this Archangel character rescued you. We'll get into the details later if you decide to continue on.
I was simply told to stay here by Archangel.
Recent affiliates.
And then you come in. Fine. And I go somewhere else in the room. Do they have like a bar here?
Yes, they do.
Sit by the bar.
You start examining the different drinks that they have at the bar. You don't see, at least visible without you walking behind the bar, you don't see any visible ring call within your view.
Good thing I have some.
And for Preben's character, Preben, ring call is a type of alcohol that only Krogan can drink. So, the Quarian walks into the room. Does the Turian wish to accompany the Quarian into the room? Geo.
Yeah, do walk in after them.
Okay. So you also see a Turian, another Turian, walk into the room. He is not Archangel. Neither is anybody who is walking into this room. You also see a Volus and a Vorcha walk into the room. To give you some context, Preben, since you haven't played through the games heavily.
Haven't played them at all. I only know what I know from either YouTube videos or memes.
Exactly. So
extremely little.
So Krogan are a warlike species. At least this is generic information. They're a warlike species that are known for being mercenaries. So that's Yumba's character. About 1,000 years ago, their species was sterilized because they were breeding uncontrollably in such a way that they had so many numbers they could take out half the galaxy. And they tried to. So that's why. So they have a disease, basically, that forcefully sterilizes them. They can still breed, but it's like a 1 in 1,000 chance that it won't be a stillbirth instantaneously, basically. Turians, they're more military type race. They are known for their stereotypical face plates and plates that cover their body because they lived on a high radiation planet. They evolved on a high radiation world. So they have these weird calcified plates that cover their body to help protect them against the radiation. Quarian, which is Turian, that is a Geo's character. Olaf's character is a Quarian. Quarians are known for having been kicked off their planet by a rogue AI, such as yourself. However, the rogue AI is slightly different than yourself. They become more intelligent the more of them that are present in an area. Whereas you yourself, you're an autonomous agent. You can operate on your own. They were kicked off their planet and now live on starships mostly. And because of that, they can no longer, their immune systems are screwed. So they have to live in spacesuits basically all the time that are constantly filtered. A lot of people call them suit rats. You also see notice two other individuals enter the room. These are two NPCs. A Vorcha, which is, they're very unintelligent creatures. They're considered vermin to most people. They don't usually live past 25, so they're extremely young creatures, which is why their intelligence tends not to develop much. And they breed like rabbits, so there's a lot of them wherever they show up. And they're very known for being immune to diseases. Other than that, you wouldn't really know much about them. And there's a Volus, which is another suit-bound creature. However, they evolved on a high-gravity world. So their suit isn't providing them protection from the atmosphere in the same way. Their suit is pressurized, highly pressurized, so that way their body doesn't, like, fly apart and they die, basically. Turn into a bunch of goop on the floor and die. They're very short as well. You see these individuals walk into the room, or you notice them, whether or not you're looking at them.
I would say noticing.
Okay. Just so that way you have a little bit of context to what's going on as I'm referencing these different things. All right. So what do you guys do?
Well, we were told to get here, so we assumed you might know who, well, your friend is. We
Archangel.
hoped at least.
They're talking to you, pretty good.
Oh. Hmm.
You don't really know much about him. You know he rescued you from mercenaries.
Well, in that case, it seems that we are here on the same objective.
He rescued you and then brought you here, similar to what they're doing. Um, and then he told you to stay here and watch a news report while he went out and did something. It appears that this may be the something that he was out to do.
Any clue where Archangel is, mister?
He doesn't.
How long ago did he leave? Like, I'm an AI, I should probably like know to the exact point.
Yes. He left 5 hours and 30 minutes ago. You can add random seconds if you wish.
The last time I saw him, he left about 5 hours, 32 minutes, 78 seconds, and 19 milliseconds ago.
78
great.
His
seconds.
current whereabouts is not to my knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great. We got a computer brain.
Lovely. Someone that has intelligence.
No, you're just looking at your in eyeball screen display that has the numbers written on it. You're not necessarily smarter than anybody else.
Well,
I,
I would
I don't
say
know
that
that.
I look at the world kind of like a computer-ish, but 99% of all that I know and do is based on my work as an explosive expert, so there's not a lot of processing
Of
power
course,
left
explosive expert, of course.
for all the other stuff. Well, I said something with guns, preferably shotguns. Then he said, we already have a shotgun guy. Well, then you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna blow shit up.
Mhm.
There's
Yeah.
nothing more fun in a sci-fi
But
universe than
we
stuff
already
that
have
goes
heavy
boom.
weapons guy. This guy.
We don't have an explosive weapons guy.
Nope.
You don't have a burglar, but you do now.
Yeah, he's also a burglar. But you don't know that. So,
Nope. We just see a dude that speaks like a machine.
you can see that there are some
Speech.
exposed metallic parts, but like,
I look exactly like that picture because I can't.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So from your point of view, I might just look like a human with that's heavily cybernetics.
Correct. This universe does have cybernetics. They're relatively common if you can afford them. So he does have metallic components to his appearance.
It's like cyberpunk.
That's how I found the picture. I just googled cyberpunk art.
Yep.
Enough.
That looks like one of the guys from one of the things too. So.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to get one of those guys that like have their whole fucking face covered in stuff, but I couldn't find them.
A Maelstrom guy.
That was the name. I thought they called them the synths or something, but I probably just
No, that's
getting
not.
that
That's a
from
different thing.
Fallout.
That's full idea. So I guess we wait for Archangel then.
Yes, it would seem
We do.
so.
Very well.
You hear a door open on the upper level because there's also a like a ramp that leads up to an upper level within this room because you guys didn't really heavily examine the room. You hear, wah, wah, coming out of the room of the door that just opened, and then it closes as you hear somebody walking on the upper level. As the door closes, the noise is completely imperceptible. But you can hear somebody moving around on the upper level.
It's either him or something else. I would assume.
Do you guys have any reaction to that?
Is that bad? Nah.
That's not... Should we be worried?
I will take a reaction to drink a Krogan beer.
Sure. You drink one of your ring calls.
Yes.
Goes down smooth, just like you remember.
So behind my skulkery, there's a picture of, I'm guessing, a yellow and a green die. Is that what I put into the machine before I roll? The pictures behind? Okay. So
The yellow and the green pictures behind your skeleton.
if I want to shoot someone, then it's a yellow and 3 greens.
Yes. Damn, you have 4 agility.
Yeah.
Damn, son.
There's a reason my intelligence is
He's
low.
Yeah, he chose.
Agile as me.
He chose the custom chassis, so he could make his stats whatever he want, but he has extra experience when he starts.
Yeah, it gets a lot more, but it also don't get as much extra shit. So.
Yes, it's true, but he could.
But he still gets a bunch of shit. If he just spend his points wisely.
He's just as agile as me.
Yeah, but yet I'm still the most intelligent here.
Yeah, but also, to be fair, Gio's character only had to increase his agility like once.
Yeah, but that's still like 40 points.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
He had to increase his agility from 1 to 4. Pre-bit.
Yeah. I have a feeling he has a lot of 2s and 1s on his stats.
He has a lot of 1s.
Probably mostly 1s.
I have 1s.
You have 1s, and 4 agility.
Presence is 1, intelligence is 1, and that's about it. My brawn is 3, agility 4, and cunning 2.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
I had to get 3 in brawn.
Yeah, because
I forgot to mention I had to have a 3 in brawn to carry heavy weapons.
Yes.
Some heavy weapons. Some need like 4 or more.
Yeah, some need more, but later in the game he can buy stuff that like aids him in getting the equivalency of more brawn, as long as he has those items.
Stuff to aid me in agility?
Perhaps. I don't know what all the items are, so you'll have to look into it. Or get Yomba to look into it for you.
Probably just have to like install a new like CPU in my brain.
Perhaps. We'll see.
Okay. We'll see.
I'm gonna get a hexacore. Yeah.
Just get a quantum computer for your brain.
Well, technically, I'm probably a quantum computer already, considering it on an AI.
Perhaps.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, either way.
You just need to upgrade.
I'm not gonna go up and check the guy, so I'm just gonna sit down at some table and take my Omni tool and start checking stuff to do.
Sure, so the Quarian goes and sits down.
And just start fiddling with the Omni tool.
What about Heldrus? Heldrus.
Geo.
God damn it.
You don't remember your character's name?
I'm not used to it. We've used it so very little.
Heldrus.
Yeah, because nobody has said anyone's names.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. But yes. What you need.
What are you doing?
What do you do?
You heard the alarm upstairs. Everybody just seems calm about it. And you hear somebody moving around upstairs.
I'm not calm about it. I'm trying to get into fucking security system.
Yeah, I'm asking, so that a good sound or a bad sound? Because neither are good in this situation, I assume.
Hold up, are you hacking?
Yes.
Can I see that he is hacking?
Are you looking over at him, or are you watching your news program?
I'm looking over at him.
You take great offense to that.
All right, so you look over at him. Let's see. I need to get out of that.
Do you get offended when someone is hacking?
No, I think he's worried that he's gonna get hacked.
For me, it's like rape.
I'm visibly not trying to hack him. So.
Well, he has to notice that first. He has to notice that first. So since you're looking at him, it is a perception, which is based on cunning. So here's what you do. And since you're at a different part of the room, it's going to be 2 purple dice. So you put whatever your stat says.
So 2 greens.
Plus 2 purple dice. And then you hit roll.
Purple. So purple is bad.
Yes.
Yes. It's basically they can give you penalties or failures or like disadvantage.
It's
okay, so both the green ones turned up arrows. 1 purple X and 1 circle with things on them.
What the color on the thing in the bottom where it shows it?
Red.
Okay, so it's a bad thing.
All right. That's great. You can tell that he.
Up in an X.
You can, the 2 up things are considered quote unquote advantages. So that means good things, but you failed the. You didn't get any successes. So that means you didn't get the goal of what you wanted, but something good does happen as a result. So your goal is to determine what he's doing. You can tell he's hacking, but you don't know what.
Well, that was literally all I wanted to know.
Okay. If you would have gotten a success, you would have been able to tell exactly what he was trying to do. But unfortunately, you didn't.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get into building security systems.
So I'm gonna walk over to him and I'm gonna shoot him in the face with my grenade launcher. I'm kidding.
I would like you to do that. That would be great.
Fun, but we used almost an hour to make this fucking character. I'm not gonna die that soon.
It would be
to
funny,
be fair, you
but...
would kill me before I could kill you. I'm literally the squishiest guy here.
Yeah,
I am.
I see you just going for like.
No, he wasn't.
I'm not. It was a joke.
He's not doing it, dude. He was joking.
Take it easy, you.
Yeah,
he was doing it. I would have left the voice.
I'm walking over to Olaf's character.
Okay.
Sir, would you like some assistance with that? And I just open up my infiltration kit.
Yeah, so this what you're assuming, I guess, is a cybernetic human. At least from his appearance. This guy walks over to you with a briefcase. He just opens the briefcase and it has like hacking tools and VIs that are used for hacking and stuff like that inside his briefcase.
Basically giving you a shit ton of bonuses from my super awesome infiltrating kit.
Well, I'm just trying to get a research on this security check of this building to see what the hell that is alarm was. So some help would be appreciated.
You do see a tool.
That is a yes.
You do see a little chip that's inside his briefcase that you could add to your Omni tool to temporarily boost its like processing power. If you use it too much, then the chip will be destroyed. So you can only use it like temporarily. But you can grab it out of his case.
So if you put it in, you gain 1 black die. Is that a good thing?
No. No, he gains a blue.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, so
And that's basically the
when I
help
copy
text.
when you copy paste into something, it doesn't turn the color.
No, it
It
doesn't.
just turns black.
yeah, there's a black square die as well. So that
Do you want
is a
me to
little.
keep track on how many times we use the chips? Is it going to be destroyed, or is it okay if you
No,
just
it's
use
just
it
that
now
if he
and
continually uses it over a long period of time, as in I'm hacking and I'm still hacking and I'm still hacking and I'm still hacking for a very long time, then it might be a problem. But as long as he like gives it a rest for a little while and then uses it again later, it'll be fine. So
If he offers it, I'll take it.
yeah, he just opened the briefcase in front of you.
I'm sure I'll use it.
you can borrow it.
Yeah, I'll borrow it.
All right, you just slot that in to your. It's very small, but it boosts your processing power temporarily. And it heats up very quickly, so you would notice if it was about to break.
Yeah.
So you slot that into your Omni tool. Your holographic interface highlights your forearm. So what specifically are you trying to look for?
Basically trying to get into check if this building specific has a security check and see if that alarm is connected to it somehow.
Okay. You don't notice any wireless signals, so you sort of stand up a little bit. You wave your hand in front of you that is using the Omni tool. It's a common animation you see in the games. You just wave your hand in front of yourself, and it scans the immediate area. You do see that on the door that you guys came through, there's an invisible, like, it's ultraviolet rays. You sort of noticed it when you walked in, because I think your character can see into the ultraviolet spectrum, but I'm not sure.
Yep.
Yeah, you kind of noticed something was off when you were entering the door, but you didn't really take notice of it because somebody else already walked through the door before you, and he didn't die. So you were like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, there's a laser on the door,
Okay, so I
but it's
presume that
using
might be
ultraviolet light.
okay. It was like is a staircase leading up?
Yeah, there's a staircase leading up. It's on the opposite side of the room from the door.
Okay, I'll go up a little bit and see if I can see the door if it has a similar thing.
All right, so you start walking up the steps. You can see at the opposite side of the room where the entrance is, the same wall where the entrance is. There is a door up there. As you start walking up, however, how hidden are you attempting to be?
I don't know what it was. I'll try to be hidden.
All right, so roll a stealth. Yeah, just roll a stealth.
Stuff. Okay, I'm not terrible at it, but I'm not super good at it either.
Because I'm gonna roll the other character's vigilance to see if he sees you. No,
Any extra shit?
and no
I'll
extra
be
bad
right
stuff.
back.
That is 2 suns and an arrow.
Okay, so that's 2 successes and an advantage. So he's gonna try to notice you with his vigilance. Well, vigilance automatically happens, so I'm just gonna see if he does notice you. He's not actually actively trying to notice you. He doesn't appear to notice you.
Okay.
However, you notice him. You also notice that he is Batarian because he has 4 eyes. And he appears to have, like, the equivalency of a monocle for Batarians. It's 2 little glasses on 2 of his eyes on one side of his head that he's looking through. He has what appears to be a visor as well, like a holographic visor. And he is just... So here's what it looks like. You're going up a staircase. There's a balcony, like, hallway here. And he's looking over the balcony down at the floor below. Just looking at the people down there. There's a door there that you assume he came through. There's another door that's immediately at the top of the stairs. But you don't know what's beyond there because you're not high enough to look up there. But you can see this Batarian with glasses, basically. Just peeking down to see what's down there.
Alright.
He's also appears to have like a turned off blowtorch in his hand.
That might not be good. I know out of character, but
Do you?
I'm not gonna... Yeah. I've seen how the guy looks.
If you're thinking about Archangel, then this is not the guy.
Oh, wasn't he about turn too?
Nope.
Yeah, it might be someone else I looked at him.
Trust me, we'll get to it, and then when I get to it, you'll be like, oh, because you played the 3rd game.
Yeah. I'll take note of that. He doesn't seem to have seen me.
No,
Can I
he hasn't
see
noticed
the
you,
door?
but he's looking at everybody else who's in the room below.
Okay.
He can't see the Krogan because the Krogan is standing in a part of, well, sitting at the bar, which is in a part of the room where the kitchen is, and that's beneath the balcony, so he doesn't see the Krogan, but he sees everybody else who's in the room. Except you, because apparently you were sneaky.
Yeah, I'm not terrible at the job. Okay, I will try to take a glance up at the door to get what I tried. See if they have a thing to.
You don't see what's behind the door, but you do see that, like, the room, there's, like, pillars that are holding that upper room up. And where those pillars are, there's, like, just an area that's open. You can see that there is a red light behind where the door is. It's kind of like an open concept window almost, like balcony. You can see that there's a red light flashing in that room, but you can't hear anything coming from that area.
There's a picture on my guy, just so he sees.
What?
I said the picture in the Archangel thing for how my guy looks. You can't see his face though because it's covered completely by the visor, but that's basically how it looks.
Yeah, his character is Aquarian, so they always live in spacesuits, so yeah.
Yeah. I also have the 3 fingers and 2 toes.
Yes.
Suit rat.
Yes, he's a suit rat.
Yeah, I'm a suit rat. Or else I will slowly die.
Only slowly.
Only slowly.
Question, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing I saw him trying to sneak away.
He, like, you were watching him because he has part of your infiltrator's kit. So, yeah, he just sort of, like, bent down and then sort of started sneaking up the steps.
Can I follow him?
You can try. You'll have to roll a stealth as well.
Following. It's interesting to see how squishy creatures act.
A very common term that is used in the universe is organics versus synthetics. Organics are very
So,
interesting to you.
Am I right? Am I correct when I get 1 yellow and 3 greens?
Yes.
If that's what it says behind your stealth thingy, yes.
Yeah. Any disadvantage thingies?
No.
1,
there's-
2, 3, 4 stars and 2 upwards arrows.
He's invisible.
Yeah. Let's just say.
That good?
Let's just say that I know how these dice work. And this guy cannot possibly roll high enough to see you. So I'm not even going to bother.
Did I roll an actual 20?
Basically.
Kinda, yeah.
You got 4 successes. Each success compounds how good you do, basically.
So the more the merrier.
So a sun is a success.
Yes.
That is a success. An arrow is an advantage.
Yes.
And 2 arrows is 2 advantages.
So,
Yeah, so you can see...
so the only thing that could possibly have done this better was 2 more stars. Suns.
Correct. If you got more suns, then yes, he definitely wouldn't have seen you. As well.
Yeah, I just added 2 extra dice for bullshit now, and I got the 3 stars and 6 arrows. But I don't think that would spot him.
Yeah. So.
And then that was 3 or 4 green and 1 yellow, but I don't have that many dice. So.
Yeah.
I just rolled for shit.
Yeah. So, you see the Batarian. He's the 4-eyed individual. I'll send you a generic picture of a... I'll put it on the Roll20 map, actually.
Is it one of the characters?
Oh yeah, one of the people who's on the map is a Batarian. I'll just make his thing bigger.
It's one of the... Can you make a Batarian? Like
yes.
A character?
There's a race in this game, yes.
There's... Yeah, they didn't have pictures of them.
They do.
What? No?
They did.
Not in the book.
They do.
The PDF has them. Pictures.
I literally have the book open. I literally.
There we go, Batarian. Found them.
That is weird to find.
If you look on the Roll20, I made the picture huge. Yeah. Of a Batarian.
Yeah.
They have multiple nostrils and multiple sets of eyes.
The most alien-looking alien.
One of the most alien-looking aliens.
Yeah, Vortices look like goblins. So.
Kind of, yeah.
And Asaris are just hot chicks, so.
Yeah. So.
Which metamorphosis?
Nope.
No.
Me and Matt had a full-on discussion with that. No, that's just a hypothesis. It's not facts.
It's a hypothesis. It's not been proven wrong.
Yeah, but most of that shit was just random bullshit that guy did for content. Me and Matt had like a fucking 2-hour conversation about it.
Yeah. It's true. But anyway. Because he even refuted his own point in the video. Yeah. And then was just like, but he didn't really justify why the refutation of his own point mattered. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, you see a guy who has a head that looks like that. And he has like glasses that are covering 2 of the eyes. Yeah. On one side. And he has a blowtorch in his hand. And he's just looking down at the rest of the people. He noticed that you walked. He noticed that you walked under the balcony, but he doesn't know that you're on the stairs.
I'll sneak back to the others.
All right. Do you go under the balcony or do you walk out in the open area?
Go under the balcony.
Okay. Because you know that his line of sight is blocked because under the balcony he can't look that far.
Yep. So do that and sneak up to the other 2. Well, 3, I think.
Just like mine?
Sorry?
Is his blowtorch just like mine?
Yes. His blowtorch is just used for, like soldering, mechanical devices and stuff like that. Yeah, it's just a blowtorch.
He's just standing there with it in his hand and just looking down at the crowd.
Yeah, he's just looking at everybody who's in the room. He's not doing anything right now. Other than that.
I'm gonna continue watching this organic.
Alright.
Kind of bothersome that he just stands there staring at people with a blowtorch in his hand.
Alright. He doesn't notice that you're on the staircase. You rolled way too high for that. So you can just continue watching him. He doesn't notice you. So you guys go down, or the Quarian goes down, I should say. You're down.
You don't see me.
Yeah, he rolled a vigilance to see if he could see you, and he didn't. So.
Yeah. I'll just go down and get out of hide.
All right, you are no longer stealthed.
Look, he's a guy that's a Batarian. I'm not sure if he's a good or bad guy, but
Who are you talking to?
Yeah.
who the first one I see, so probably you.
Okay, what do you say?
A Batarian was upstairs, and he seems to be scouting out the area. I'm not sure if that's a guy or if it's someone else. So just be on your guard in case.
Yeah. So, the cyborg guy, well, the synth guy, he knows what that guy looks like, but he hasn't told you guys because he saw him in his armor.
So he couldn't see me either. So.
Yeah. He saw him in his armor, so he could probably tell you what race this guy probably is, but you haven't asked him. You've only asked him if he knows who Archangel is, and he's like, not really, no.
I look towards you, Olav. I'll say, can't you see I'm busy here?
Because you're busy drinking.
Sipping a drink.
Yeah, you see the bottles that he filled up with ring call at the...
Don't blame me if you get shot.
He has his armor on, so he's pretty confident in himself.
Then I'll go inform the Turian.
The Turian, by the way, since he didn't say that he was doing anything, he's just standing in the middle of the room being watched by the Batarian.
Yeah, he's T-posing.
Geo.
Perfect.
He's gone.
Oh,
Yeah, probably has switch machines, maybe. He didn't say it though, but he's not here at least.
You say
Say it and didn't write it.
he said beer up.
Time is right.
Did he say BRB?
Nope.
Just didn't hear him. Might have. If he said it, he said in voice and I didn't hear him.
Yeah, you're deaf.
I didn't hear him either,
Always
to be
bit for
fair,
that.
but...
We're both deaf.
Well, the time is right for him to switch machines, so he's probably switching.
Yeah, I should probably switch machines. So I'll inform him to be on guard at least, just so he knows.
Okay.
Because I don't know who the fuck that guy is, so... And the synth hasn't informed us anything, so...
Yeah, he just walks under the balcony, the Turian.
I just do what my character would do. And he's probably gonna use the two others as meat shields, because I'm one-shot kill. Depending on the weapon.
You're a little squishy, but you could maybe survive a shot or two.
I think I have the lowest brawn a character can have at the beginning. And lowest wound threshold.
Let me have a look. Yeah, it depends on the weapon that they use. You could survive one shot.
Yeah, like, I think it's very few races that have that little thing, but my guy, this makes sense with the race. So. Well, they're immune, very fragile immune system, so it makes sense they're not very durable.
Yeah,
that way.
It's fine.
Yeah. So yeah, but I think that's literally the lowest starting wounds you can have. Maybe the Hanar has more. I think he's more brawn.
They do have a military, so they do. There are some that are better than others. But...
The only one that has lower than me is the Hanar. Because he has 7+ brawn, and his brawn can't go above one.
Yeah, so he would pretty much, no matter what weapon. But it depends on what weapon's shooting you. You might be able to survive a hit or two.
Yeah.
Either way. So the Turian just walks under the balcony. So that way he's not in view. So what do you guys do?
I wait.
Okay.
Yeah. We wait for the guy. I will be like on guard, but I won't be like immediate attack the first thing I see. I won't be that.
Okay.
So I'll be a bit more on guard than usual.
I won't be on guard.
Okay. Since the synthetic is the only one who has eyes on the Batarian, as soon as everybody walks under the balcony, the Batarian just stops looking down and he just walks back towards the door. He opens the door, everybody hears the blaring alarm, and then the door closes again, and then you can't hear it anymore. So he's now behind the door, and you can't see him anymore.
I will follow.
Alright. You walk towards the door. The door is closed. It appears to be an automated door. So you're supposed to just be able to walk towards it, and then it opens.
Okay. I do that.
Alright, you walk towards the door. It automatically opens. You hear the noise for... You hear... And then it turns off. And the Batarian seems to just be going about his business. He appears to be soldering, like, he's got a circuit board in front of him, and he appears to be using the blowtorch to do some soldering on it.
Can I determine what the circuit board might be for?
Sure. Let me see. I need to look to see which ability would be most fitting to use here to ask you to roll.
Computers.
Is there... Let me see. Is there a computer's roll? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where?
It is. No,
Really?
you split into two. Split into hacking and psyops.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out how psyops worked. How does that work?
No, I think it's just the basically like system operations. I think that's what it means. Like they are like computers got split into those two with the thing, basically.
Oh, so computers is a skill?
It was, but it got split into in this in a normal synergy system. It is the thing, but since it was split in here in this, it was split into hacking and style.
Okay, it's just based on intelligence, so you can roll. I'll just say computers is fine for now. I know it's not in the system, but it's the same roll that he would make for hacking anyway.
Got a sun.
So it's a success. He appears to be jerry-rigging a data pad. You're not entirely sure what he's trying to jerry-rig it for, but you know that there's... he has a data pad, which has the holographic interface. And he opened the data pad, and he has the circuit board that's inside the data pad, which is basically like a tablet, basically. And he took out the circuit board that's inside. And he appears to be adding other mechanical components to it, but he's in the process of doing it, so you're not entirely sure what he's doing with it.
What is a data pad?
I just told you, it's like a tablet.
So,
with a holographic interface.
with a tablet with a holographic interface, that's it?
Yes.
Yeah.
But he's adding other components to it. So you're not entirely sure what he's trying to do. He has a bunch of other, like, computer components just scattered around his desk. So you don't know what he's doing with it.
Can I take a picture of him doing this?
You have to use an Omni tool to do so, but yes, you can.
I have a basic Omni tool.
Alright. You focus the lens of the Omni tool towards what he's doing. Do you wish to have flash on or off?
Off.
Okay. Figured I'd give you the choice.
Make damn sure that fucking annoying clippy sound also is turned off.
Oh yeah, that's
a stealthy boy.
That's simple enough. You take a picture.
I'm gonna take a picture of him tinkering with it, and I'm gonna take a picture of some of the components he has around.
Sure. You do so.
Or whatever. And then I'm gonna scurry on out of here because I know somebody downstairs that knows computers.
Fair enough. Yeah. The door closes behind you. It did make a sound when the door opened and closed. You have a feeling that he might have heard that sound. But other than that, you
Probably
don't...
not, considering the enormous beeping sounds.
But other than that...
Did the door make that noise? Did the door make that noise, or was that noise in the room?
No, the noise was in the room, but he turned it off when you opened the door. So then, when you closed the door, he may have heard the door closing. But other than that, you appear to have gotten away, and he hasn't noticed you.
Okay, so we'll walk downstairs.
Fair enough.
And I will find the hacker guy.
Alright, everybody appears to be at least under the balcony now. You walk over to him. You both have Omni tools. And Omni tools basically have IPs, basically. They're like registration numbers for each Omni tool. So if you exchange numbers, you can then exchange like data more easily, if you so wish.
I'm still stealthing, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm chilling on us somewhere.
I'm just gonna suddenly appear right next to you and ask you kindly.
You kindly.
Excuse me, do you know what these components are?
Where'd you come from?
Yeah, you didn't even notice him on the stairs.
Where'd he come from?
Because what's your vigilance? What's your vigilance?
Mine? I don't think I have anything in it. Give me a second. Let's see, vigilance. Mine is... I have 2 green. No points.
Yeah. 2 green is not high enough for you to be able to notice him. So.
I think nobody can see him.
When
Unless
he
they have
rolled,
like 10 freaking dice.
when he rolled 4 suns, yeah, I don't think you could even roll that high.
No, because is the green possible to get to Sunsun?
I don't think so.
It is. So it is possible. I need to be super lucky.
Yeah, you would have to be super lucky.
You need to roll perfect.
Basically.
Because I think only one side of the
do a bunch
dice.
of clicks now, and the best I've gotten is 3. So.
Yeah. Yep. So you didn't even notice him on the staircase following you.
Okay, well. Yeah, sure, I could check it. What happened to the guy upstairs? Seemed like he came from the hallway.
Oh, he seemed quite curious, so I just followed him.
And then you took pictures of him.
Yes.
Okay.
I would like to
So
know
question.
what you're tinkering with.
So question.
Sure.
Are you just
Yeah.
to Preben? Are you just showing him the pictures on your holographic display of your Omni tool, or are you like sending him the picture to his Omni tool?
I'm showing him because I don't know his thingy.
Sure, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So he lifts his arm and puts it in front of you as the holographic display of his Omni tool shows you the picture.
Can I make a check on the things he was messing with?
Sure. You can roll a hacking, I guess. Because I don't even know what stat governs psyops. Like, I don't know.
Do you want to borrow my thing?
3 advantages and a success.
He still technically has it, but...
Oh.
So you could have rolled the blue dice with it.
So I could have rolled it with it? Okay.
Yeah, you could have rolled the blue dice with it, because he still has it.
Okay, then it's 2 suns, 2 arrows.
Okay. He appears to be making a data pad that basically he's trying to, number one, make a data pad that has more storage capability, so like you can put more information on it. And number two, he appears to be trying to make it so that way he can slave other data pads to that data pad.
I tell this to Mr. Synth. That I just think is a cyber guy. So it seems like he is trying to make a sort of a data pad that can control other data pads in a way, and also has more storage in it to have more data on it.
Quite interesting.
Indeed. Don't see why you would need that, but I guess it can be handy. It could be quite useful.
Well, data pads in this universe are basically like tablets, so someone storing sketchy information on their tablet, being able to control their tablet, like, that could be useful.
That is interesting indeed. Was he doing anything besides that?
That appears to be his current project that he's working on. The pictures didn't capture anything else in the room, and your synthetic friend didn't really examine the room further than that. So
yeah.
That's all you know?
That is good to know.
Reach my hand out to kindly get my chip back.
I hand it back to him.
He opens his briefcase again and then replaces the chip where it's supposed to be.
Thanks for bringing it. It did help quite a bit.
It is my pleasure.
Yeah, his briefcase, which is his toolkit, his infiltrator's toolkit. As he opens it, you can see like lock picks for like ancient locks, and also like stuff for replacing keypads and stuff for making new key cards for card readers. He has a whole bunch of just random stuff in that case.
You seem to have quite the kit for illegal work. What is it that you do?
It is required to my current or my previous occupation, I might say.
So you were a... I don't know what to call him. Infiltrator?
We might call.
Infiltrator, yes, that would be a good word for it because he has an infiltrator kit.
Yeah. You could be... that could be useful to have.
One of the
But again, we're
stats,
waiting.
one of the stats he has is skullduggery. So,
Yeah, there's like sleight of hand, stealth, and all that shit, basically.
Yeah.
Well, sleight of hand. Stealth is its own thing.
yeah, and he has the tools to. You even thought that you saw a biometric reprogrammer in there. In other words, you can make it read that your eye is the eye instead of whatever eye is programmed into the eye scanner and stuff like that.
Quite handy.
Can we make it so that it looked a little bit different, just to give them a hint that I'm an AI or something? That wouldn't work because I'm cybernetic and stuff. Fuck. Like I'm guessing it would be like a pair of glasses almost that projects a hologram of the eye in front of your face. But in this case, I would just like plug it into
I'll
my
give him.
face and make
I'll
my
give
eye.
him. I'll give him a chance. Roll a vigilance with 1 purple.
Just because I know your race don't like AIs.
Oh, they love AI.
They do. However, they were kicked off their planet by an AI. So.
Yeah, if it's a Geth AI, I'll probably shoot it in the face. As one advantage and a target thingy. So
A target thing? That means that you do not succeed. However, you do notice that he appears to be... This individual appears to be trying to conceal something as you're looking in the kit, and then he closes the kit. In other words, Preben, I gave your character, because he got an advantage, which means that he notices something useful.
didn't succeed.
Yeah, but he didn't succeed. So your hand was like covering up something that he was trying to look at as you closed the case.
What was he trying to look at?
The thing, the like glasses that have.
Yeah, the thing that I described, like
Yeah.
most of the things would basically be plug in, plug out, plug and play.
Basically.
Yeah, some of his things have like what Shadowrun's equivalent would be is data jack, so like he can plug them in, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But his hand was covering whatever it was, so you didn't really see what it was, but you noticed that he was covering it up from your eyesight.
I won't question it.
Okay. Because he noticed that you were looking through his stuff, and it's actually advantageous to him for you to not know what he is. So.
Probably. I can just hack into a system.
Yeah, because you might try to hack
At
him.
least try to.
But if you try to hack him, then he wouldn't like you very much.
No.
So that's why he's doing
I
it that
got
way.
no reason to hack him if I knew, so...
Wouldn't that also be very hard?
Probably.
It is, because AIs can actually conscientiously notice that there are intruding programs in their system.
You get that pop-up when you have a virus.
Yeah.
Basically. And they can choose
The
whether or
only
not
single woman near you.
they can choose whether or not that data continues to exist in their system. However, his skill set can
The
still
fun thing with that,
temporarily take over your mind momentarily. You still are able to delete it, but temporarily he could like make you shoot somebody for like a few turns or something like that.
fun thing that I have, if I try to hack him, one of my thingies, he has to roll a hacking against me. and he's not very good at that.
Yeah, it's
Nope.
not.
I am not. Well,
Yeah.
I could plug the chip into myself and get one blue die at least.
And I can give myself a fucking advantage dice on it.
But he's similar. He's in this way. He is similar to a Geth, and the Geth are impossible to hack. However, you can still temporarily control them using that ability. So basically, he has processes that delete these new files when they appear, so that way his mind can remain more stable.
Yeah.
But it's basically like an antivirus that automatically notices a virus, kind of.
Yeah.
And it automatically just deletes the files. So if someone does try to hack your synthetic AI companion, which they might if they find out he is one, they could temporarily control him. Just so you're aware, Preben. But there are also biotics who can control organics temporarily. So it's not like it's a special thing. It's just that the thing that's special about you is that they need a hacker to do it rather than someone with telekinetic powers.
Yeah. A mage can't fuck with you, but a techie can.
Exactly.
Basically.
So it's just different situations for the different individuals. But either way, as you guys are discussing this, Geo, were you doing anything while they were you were talking about the infiltrator kit and stuff?
Let's see that he was
Did you see that he was what?
sharing the blueprint of something or showing parts.
Yeah, he was. You could see because it's a holographic interface. You could see the image reversed because you were standing at a different angle. But yeah, it just looked like computer parts to you, unless you want to roll a hacking.
Sure. What? Oh, hacking. I thought more mechanics with hacking. Sure.
You're not meching shit now. You're trying to fucking know computers, man.
Yeah, mechanic.
Mechanics is more for
He's
larger...
showing the parts.
Yes, he's showing the computer components. He's not showing you the pistons of a car.
Ah, yes.
No. You're more like vehicles and like bigger things.
Let's
with
see.
mechanics.
Hacking. Oh, where the hell is hacking?
If it's not on your sheet, just roll computers because it's the same thing.
It's intelligence, basically.
Because if you didn't take hacking, it's just what computers is in this game.
Okay, three dice. Here we go.
Yeah, because they have a computer's thingy.
Yeah, 2 suns, 2 arrows.
Okay, you do know what it is. It's a data pad, which is basically this futuristic universe's version of a tablet. And you get the same information he got. So, like, he's trying to make it have more memory to store more information. And he's also trying to... Yeah, you know all that. You were here for that, so...
You maybe trying to increase the storage.
This person, is that Archangel? Because I see a very large picture of a new person.
You were told that there was somebody above you on a balcony trying to look down at you, and you sort of moved out of the way, but you weren't here, so I just made that choice for you. This person is a Batarian, and as far as you know, you don't know. So you ask, are you asking them?
Well, asking my group do we know if that is, well, our savior or what?
We never saw his face.
Mr.
Might be,
Synthetic
might not.
Man, you know that Archangel.
I was gonna ask if I could hear them.
Yeah, you can hear them. I'm just gonna tell you because you already saw him. Archangel is a Turian.
It's a turn. Oh, is that guy? I don't remember.
So you can tell them that you know for sure that this guy is not, because Turians look different than Batarians.
Completely.
As he asks his own group, since I'm just standing there, I'm guessing. If that's
If
No, you are part of the group now.
No.
Well, I'm not part of the group yet. I'm just standing here.
In character, he's talking about. In character, he doesn't have an affiliation with you guys yet.
Currently.
So, as you ask that, I will just look at you and say, no, that is not Archangel. And then I will turn back to whatever I was doing.
More news.
Okay, then.
Because Batarians' heads look similar to humans, and their legs look similar to humans, like in helmets. And the individual who was Archangel, you only saw in his armor with a helmet on, so you didn't see his face. But Turians' heads have the fringe that goes back, and their helmets reflect that. Also, their legs are digigrade, which means that their knees bend the wrong way, kind of like dogs.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Most of the alien races do.
Yes.
Like Quarians do.
So a Batarian and a Turian are two different to be even the same. Like, so you know for sure that the answer is no.
So, Mr. Metal Man, I don't know your name yet.
Are you asking me for my name?
Yes, since I don't know your name yet.
I will reach my hand out to shake your hand.
I shake yours in turn. Well, these manners, that's a good thing in my book.
Wait a minute.
Out of character?
Can I roll like something to see if I should actually give them my full name or just my
nickname?
What is your presence like? Is that 1?
What?
It's 1, yeah.
Your characteristics, one of the characteristics is presence, which is basically charisma.
Yeah, it's 1.
Okay.
I got 2.
I would say that you could roll 1 green die to see if you can read the situation.
I got 2 stars.
Oh!
Lucky you.
So you got really lucky there. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to reveal that you are an AI to people you don't know. Which is probably part of why Archangel got you to watch that news report, which is why you're thinking about it currently. Because apparently people are very discriminatory against them and wish them destroyed.
So as I shake your hand, Rust Bucket.
Handle. Oh. How old here?
What?
Heldros.
Yeah, you said his name.
Here.
Heldros. Heldros.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
So, should I get our above neighbors downstairs?
As you ask that, there's another door in this room that you guys didn't notice because nobody's examined this room thoroughly yet. Yeah, exactly. Another door in this room opens, and you see a Turian in blue armor come through the door. He appears to have a sniper rifle in his hands.
Archangel, right?
This is at least the armor set of Archangel, yes.
So, as I see him come through the door, I'm just gonna go, "Oh, Archangel is here."
Oh well, that's
glanced over.
He doesn't have the voice distortion on at the moment, and he says, "Ah, good to see that you are all getting introduced."
Voice distortion, amazing.
You wouldn't have guessed that one.
Oh, shut up.
Well, at this point, I figured we would get more familial, if you will. So, I don't know everybody's names, but I do know.
I know neither of these guys' names either, except Rust Bucket. Because he just said it.
I just reintroduced myself here.
I was scrolling on the internet. I didn't pay attention.
In this universe, just to clarify, it is called the extranet.
The extranet.
Because it's
scrolling on the extranet, so I didn't pay attention.
It's an interplanetary thing. So like you can go to websites on other planets.
Not pay attention if I want to, Geo.
Yes, literally the two
the
split
Krogan
seconds.
is drinking himself drunk. I cannot pay attention for 5 minutes.
At least in this universe, intranet refers to on a planet connection. Extranet refers to galaxy wide.
So I assume you're making yourself quite at home, or find yourself quite at home here, being able to dispense justice, so to say.
So you think this is... Well, I guess it is. I'm a little new at this. He puts the sniper rifle down, leans it against a bookshelf next to him. This...
By the way, Archangel would only know me as my serial number, not as my nickname.
Okay.
Because that was just my owner that used that name, and that was the first thing that he could think about.
Okay.
Oh, just guessing. Just guessing. You're here alone, or the same thing happened to me? I got dropped here.
He does the stereotypical Turian laugh. Well, it's a bit of a long story. Perhaps I should get everyone who's here together. Sorry. Let me go get our other member. And he starts walking towards the staircase.
Probably the Terran.
Yeah, the one that I was about to get down, perhaps a bit forcefully.
He goes, do you say that out loud?
Out loud to Olaf's character.
Yeah, he overhears you and he says, "Oh, he's one of us. He's not a threat."
Oh, I was tempted to hack into his brain and fry it.
Well, you could try, but he's not a computer. At least I don't think so.
You'd
And
be surprised what happens.
he he walks up the steps and is gone momentarily. I'm gonna look something up, so if you guys wanna
I'm also digging into the book again to see where the cyberware is.
Of course.
Just for everybody to know, because since Preben wants to know.
Okay, so what's going on? What do you want to know?
I'm just digging into cyber since Preben wanted to know about cyberware.
Oh, you're looking in the book. Okay. That's fine. Okay, this is wonderful. You know those questions that you can find on Google when you search something?
Mm-hmm.
I love the... I'll get to that when I do the reveal. It's just a funny syntax that somebody asked a question in. I don't know how that even passed.
Frequently asked questions, I see.
Always fun.
Okay. Just for reference, I may as well pull this up. No, I can't do that. That sucks. An image in a new tab. Now I could probably do it. Oh, wait.
Cybernetics, page 90.
No. Here's what I'm doing. Can I? Oh, that's... I'll do this then. That's what he looks like. That's what you've seen. Put it in Archangel's Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
That guy!
That is Archangel in his armor. And that's his sniper rifle. It's a single shot. Then you have to wait for it to cool down. And then another single shot.
It is a cybernetic to increase your agility boost.
Yay!
Mm-hmm.
I only need one.
But here's the downside. You can only take one.
Yeah, but he only needs one.
And here's the other downside. Your strain threshold is reduced by 1.
What?
You take more mental
Strain.
damage.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you can
Okay.
endure less mental damage.
Okay.
So if Cthulhu said hi to you, you could.
I'ma just juke. I'ma just juke away from all that mental damage.
Yeah.
But
If
just 1
Cthulhu,
point, so if you just not get hit, you're fine.
yeah, if Cthulhu came by and said hi, yeah, your mental mind wouldn't take it so well as the rest.
A bit quicker than usual.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad it's nobody buff your intelligence.
There is.
I don't see on that thing there. I didn't see anyone. I saw one that buffed your resilience.
The cybernetic brain implant.
Does it increase your intelligence?
It's rare and highly illegal. These enhancements are Maintain's computer's implants designed to augment the user's brain power. The implant is certainly installed, adding power.
I can afford that.
Yep, gives you 1 more intelligence.
I'm literally shitting money, so.
Did I
That's
get
okay.
any starting money by the way, Gio?
Your starting money is just what you had. That equipment stuff. That's
so
it.
after buying all your equipment,
so
what
I
you
have
had left?
0. Okay.
Yeah, I just got it because I took a talent that gives me free money.
I know.
He perfectly.
He told me about it.
He perfectly spent all his money.
Yeah. Because I just get it back.
Yes, 4K and very hard to find, and well, you need a very skilled doctor to get in.
Okay, Archangel comes back down the stairs after a few moments of waiting. This is Batten. And he waves. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Almost fried your brain.
I would appreciate it if you
Wait.
didn't do that.
I won't, at least now, because I know you're an ally.
And here's the spelling on that.
I'm gonna put up the hologram of the pictures I took of him and ask him what he was building.
He sighs. Well, I'm attempting to make a datapad that siphons information from other datapads as we go by.
Just like a wiretap.
What race were you again, Olaf? I don't know your name. Huh?
He's a Quarian.
Then it seems the Quarian were quite right in his assumption.
Seems we have another tech expert there, Archangel. He goes, yeah, I guess we do. He's more of a building things type of expert.
Oh, that's helpful too.
Everybody has their expertise. Well, I mostly focus on the heavy weaponry. I also can be quite handy in, physical harms and mechanical needs.
Well, I may have to tell you why you're here. I am intending on building a group that can take on the gangs around here.
Oh, those assholes.
He nods.
I think he means more than just only those assholes.
Yeah, but they're my priority.
The Blue Suns. Those are the ones he's referring to.
Yeah. Thanks for the aid, by the way.
He nods. They're gonna be looking for you, but luckily you didn't let them scan you, so they don't have a way of tracking you through sensors.
And that's why I don't like people scan me without me allowing them.
Well, you did good.
I tried. But since we're all in introductions here, I guess I should say my name as well. I'm Rol Kasul Vasjidarum.
What?
He nods.
Rol Kasul Vasjidarum. Because all Quarians have their ship name in their name.
Yes.
And his name is Jidarum. So, his ship name.
I'm just gonna call you.
His name is Jidarum.
Instead of surnames, they're named for the ship that they were born on.
This is Vas Jidarum, is like basically from Jidarum.
Yeah,
like
Vas.
Okay, so your name is Rolquasul,
but I'll add on to that. But just call me Roll or Rol Kasul.
Yeah, I'm gonna just call you Roll.
That works.
Or Neo.
I was going with the Kull, but Roll works as well.
Roll or Kazoo, whatever is easiest for you. You don't have to say my full name every time.
Just Voss, maybe?
Voss.
That might be a bit confusing
Quarian
for
word.
other Quarians.
That's a Quarian word for from.
Yeah, that just means from, mister. She's gonna call me from. That's a bit rude. That roll works fine.
Garrus goes, Keela Salai, which means for the fleet, which is a greeting that Quarians do.
Yeah.
So he says Keela Salai.
How do we type that, just so I have it in case?
I don't know the spelling of it, but
I'm roughly.
You guys want me to try and spell it since I have dyslexia, so then it would probably be completely wrong or completely right since it's not a real language.
It's a 50-50 chance.
What did you say again? I'm gonna try. What did you say again?
Keela Salai.
oh, actually, it doesn't mean that. I just looked it up.
Keela Siya. By the homeworld, I hope to find one day.
Yes.
That's what it means. I googled himself. That's a weird typing, but it works.
Well,
was I right?
Far from it.
Fuck.
The last part wasn't nearly correct.
I was
yeah, they used that fancy apostrophe thingy, like everything. Keela's a lie.
Well, good to know your
name,
Roll. Well, good to know your name, Roll. I'm Heldos.
He looks over at you. The Turian looks at you, Mr. Archangel. He goes, You a part of the Turian military?
I am.
What brings you to the Terminus systems?
What was it again? Just to jog my memory, I think it was to scouting mission or to take some of them out or like infiltration spying.
No, your mission was to save a VIP.
Oh yeah, well, I basically was here to save a VIP.
Just gave you a picture and sent you off, huh?
No.
Which is what they did. They didn't tell you the name of the VIP.
Well, yes, they did send me. They did send me with a picture and where, but I wasn't alone. I was with a group. I'm the last man standing, so to say.
So that disturbance with all those Turians, that was you.
That was me and my squad.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're dead. I looked into it.
Yeah, I guess that's much.
If you want to contact Turian Command, you can do so from here. We do have a secure connection. Nobody will be able to trace it.
That's good to know, but I can guess what they're gonna say. That is, finish the mission if possible.
He shrugs.
Well,
he shrugs. They probably won't send the rest of the army to save you. That's for sure.
no, not unless they have the VIP. They might send a small dispatchment, but nothing major.
If the Batarians see the Turian military entering their space, they're not going to take kindly to it. They're going to start a war.
What I found was the name of a ship, and it meant by the homeworld. I hope to find one day. Keela Salai was the greeting thing.
Yeah, Keela Salai is the
That was the correct translation.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the by the homeworld hope to see thing.
Yeah. The ship names usually don't mean anything.
Yeah. But there is a ship name on the one I found, which was Keela Zia.
Yeah, that's a different thing.
Go
on. Either way, he goes, either way, what about the rest of you?
Introduction time.
He looks towards the Krogan.
Drinking.
No. I put my mug down. Just look to the room and say, croak.
He nods.
And turns back.
He thinks for a minute and he says, "You don't have a clan?"
No.
He thinks for a minute. Well, that's alright. We're looking for muscle here. We're not necessarily looking for anything else. You're welcome here. Either way. He looks towards the robot man. He goes, "What would you like for us to call you?" I assume you have the ability to choose. I heard someone bring up Rust Bucket.
Come on, pretty bad.
I'm thinking.
He's funking.
What is he thinking?
Yes, that is what the name my old master gave me.
Although, old
I'm guessing
master.
that my real name would be VDU 459501.
Well, you have the ability to choose. What would you like for us to call you?
I have no preference whatsoever.
He nods towards you.
Although I am certainly not gonna rust because my components are made of titanium alloy, and I am certainly not a bucket.
He 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 lets out the Turian laugh. Very, very astute.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't trust you're not a bucket, but I think it's more of a nickname.
Well, either way, you are welcome to stay here if you wish to join us.
As I see it, I have no other current objective at this moment.
He nods. Then it's settled. The only one left to introduce himself is me. He stands up straight, grabs his helmet, lifts it off his head, and you can see an individual, a Turian. All of you can roll. What are the two things that would apply here? If you don't have a specific knowledge roll, you can just roll your knowledge. But if you have a specific knowledge roll, you can roll knowledge warfare or knowledge brokers.
I got none of those.
So you can just roll basic knowledge.
Yeah, so just intelligence.
So everybody can roll this.
One success.
Well,
Two
I have
success
knowledge
and an
hooked off. Shouldn't I get a yellow die on that?
Yours is Underworld, so no.
Yeah. Okay, so just a green die.
It's just
the
the
yellow
two
goes
green.
when you have the point behind it.
I got a upwards arrow.
Okay.
Advantage.
3 suns and an advantage.
It actually makes sense for your character to know.
I got 2 suns and an advantage.
Kind of makes sense for your
6.
character to know too. What did Yumba get?
A success.
Okay. So everyone except the robot knows who this guy is. Kind of makes sense. Because the robot wasn't exposed to information as much as he could be. Because he was just used for other purposes. However, Mr. Robot, I'm going to start with you. Russ Bucket.
Just call me VD.
VD. Okay, got it. VD.
Basically just a backstory thingy.
Yeah, that's fine. VD. You recognize him from news reports, but you don't know why. That's what you get. Everyone else. This man, or male Turian, if you will, is known as Garrus Vicarian. He was part of the... It's a major world event that he is a part of. Apparently, he was a part of a group that was led by a human and was part of the human military called the Alliance. They did a joint effort to take down what is known as a rogue specter. Specters are a type of military individual who operates in council space mostly. And what they do is they basically are 007s. They're like 00 agents. They have the license to kill, that sort of thing. That's basically what they are. They're the galaxy's version of that.
SWAT team of SWAT teams.
And they truly go rogue.
Yes,
Yep.
they can. If they go
There's
against...
a whole last storyline in the games.
if they go against the government, like their government's goals, like... Let's say you just start going around massacring civilians. That would be a bad thing. And they would be like, yeah, you're disavowed, basically.
It was basically a joke that I just made.
Well, it's fine. I'm trying to explain the lore, and I wasn't sure. Either way, it doesn't matter. This rogue specter had an army of Geth with him, which are AIs.
If you could see through my visor, and if he said that, you would see the eye twitch.
Yeah, you're aware of this, because they attacked the Citadel, which is, like, the most, important place in Citadel space. The Citadel space. It's named after because it's there. That's the seat of all galactic government, basically. So yeah, they tried to attack the Citadel with a gigantic spaceship that was the size of a skyscraper that attacked the Citadel. So that's what you guys would be aware of. There was a giant spaceship, a bunch of robots in spaceships, and a Turian who was a bad guy. So that's what the bad guys were. The good guys, Garrus Vicarian, as well as a team of other individuals, which included a Quarian that was on pilgrimage, decided to join him. And a Krogan also decided to join him. This human specter, who was given the status to take out this rogue specter. The first human specter. There was a bunch of aliens that also decided to join in the human military's efforts to take out this rogue specter and his army of Geth. and his gigantic spaceship that attacked the Citadel. It made news headlines for months after it happened. It's been about a year and a half since then. So this appears to be what Garrus got himself up to after that.
Well, you're far from home, so to say.
He looks towards you. I figured you'd recognize me. A little bit more information that the Turian gets.
He knows everything.
As in you, Geo.
Mm-hmm.
Garrus Vicarian was part of CSEC, which is Citadel's security. So basically, he was like police on the Citadel. He was doing an investigation because the Turian military would have discussed this. He was doing an investigation into Saren. The council didn't believe him. The council being the leaders of the government. They didn't believe him. And thus, because they didn't believe him, Saren, which is the rogue specter, the bad guy, he managed to do more damage because they didn't believe him, which is why he decided to join the human military and help them. And if it wasn't for him, the Citadel would have been taken over. This group that includes the human military and stuff. Yeah, so if they wouldn't have done anything, there was no mobilization of any fleets against this bad guy who attempted to take over the Citadel. Only the human military attempted to do anything. So, basically, this guy is lauded as a hero and as a visionary when it comes to military tactics.
So, decided to keep yourself busy, I see.
Yeah, a little bit. Not sure if it's common knowledge, but the one who put the team together to take care of Saren, the leader of that team, is dead. So we all went our separate ways. Now we're here. What's so funny?
This is where
Poor Shepard.
Yeah, the main character from the Mass Effect games actually gets killed in the second game.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, this is where I have to go, guys, because it's late.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
We might go for a little while longer.
It's fine. See you next time.
Yep. So do any of you have questions?
What's the mission?
Again, I repeat, the mission is take out anybody who does bad on this place, on this rock, which is almost everybody.
Surely you got a plan, right?
Well, we're not just acting randomly. Now that we have an official team rather than just me and a Batarian, we can actually start being more active, doing more things.
If what you say is true, that most of the people on this planet is doing bad, wouldn't it simply just be easier to destroy the whole planet?
There are civilians who live here too. This place used to be a mining colony. Some people couldn't afford to leave when the thugs took over.
But if you see it from a see it from a percentage perspective.
There are gangs here, sure. But we couldn't evacuate everybody without the gangs attacking us. Thus, we have to be a little more strategic in how we do things here. In fact, there are people who like living here, even though they aren't part of the gangs. So basically, since Preben wasn't here through everything, I'll just explain it again. This is an asteroid that you guys are currently on, and it has a gigantic city built on top of it that used to be a gargantuan mining facility because the asteroid had valuable minerals and stuff on it. There is an atmosphere here, an artificial atmosphere.
Are we in a dome, or did I actually terraform the asteroid?
I will send you guys a picture of Omega.
Omega. No, that was the wrong one.
This is what it looks like. And millions of people live here, by the way. It's not just the gangs. Millions of people live here. So,
The gangs are just easiest to notice.
yeah, because they wear uniforms, usually. Like, they're openly parts of, like, you know how in, like, what's the place? The Bloods and Crips, like, they wear, like, the bandanas. The red and blue?
Red and blue or whatever.
Yeah. It's basically that, except they have, like, full-on armor. Like, militarized armor that has, like, their gang colors painted on them and stuff.
Did you send the picture? Where did you send the picture?
I didn't send it yet.
Oh.
So it would make sense why you haven't seen it yet.
That makes perfect sense.
Totally.
Okay. That is what it looks like. So, the main city is the big pointy thing that's coming off of the asteroid.
Yep.
And millions of people live here. At least hundreds of thousands of people. You're not sure the exact population, but tons of people live here.
Yeah, so like if 1,000,000 people live here, and 900,000 of them are dickheads, it just makes more sense to blow the whole
It
thing
would, but people have been living here for millennia.
I wouldn't say that out loud.
That's fine. But yeah, then I'll say it out of character. People have been living here for millennia, so it's a lot of people. Let's see. I can look up the population of Omega, because this game actually does have those sorts of statistics. 7.8 million is the population of Omega.
That's Norway plus more.
Exactly.
7 million?
Yeah.
7.8. 7.8.
Yeah, with Norway plus more.
So almost 9 or 8 million people live on Omega.
Half Norway's.
Yeah, so when you did bring it up in conversation with him that he would want to blow this place up, yeah, there's an obvious reason why he doesn't want to blow this place up. There's civilians who live here.
5.4 million people in Norway.
Yeah, I said two. I said 1.5 Norway.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's 7.9-ish.
Yeah, like
7.6.
in the Mass Effect games, they have a lot of information that can be easily ignored. Like in the game, it even tells you like the orbital distance, how long it takes for the space station to orbit the star it's around. So here's how big Omega is. The city itself. 44. This is the length. 44.7 kilometers. That's the length of it. From the start of the asteroid to the top of the station. Yeah, this isn't a small place.
That is a that is almost like the length from me to you, Olaf.
Yeah.
Ish.
Is that far to you?
Well, Neston is about 70 kilometers away from me. So,
Oh,
yeah.
And I'm about 40 kilometers from Bergen. Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of civilians live here. At least a few million civilians.
Then like 200,000 gang idiots.
So, and the reason why this asteroid was so valuable is because it has EZO on it, element 0, which is how spaceships fly. So, that's why this place was starting to be mined in the first place.
Basically, Mass Effect's oil.
Kind of. It takes thousands of years for the element 0 to become depleted. So, unless you're going faster than light, yeah, you're not going to run out of fuel at any point where it's going to matter. And faster than light travel, as long as you're using the Mass Effect relays, it doesn't cost any fuel to use the relays. It's only if you're traveling between star systems manually that you'll have to worry about fuel. So most people, like most civilians, wouldn't have traveled anywhere beyond a Mass Effect relay. Like the star system that the Mass Effect relay is in, that's the system that they that they operate from usually, because it costs fuel, so a lot of money to travel out of a star system.
I think I'm gonna leave too, guys.
Alrighty.
Okay.
See you guys around.
Alrighty.
See ya.
Bye.
So I'm not going to do much more since he's leaving too. Just if you have any more questions for Archangel at this moment.
Nothing comes to mind. But yeah, once you said the name, then I realized who the fuck it was when you said the actual name. Because you encounter him in all the games, but he's in the Archangel before number 2.
Yeah. So when you're recruiting people for the second game, it's actually a reveal that one of the people you're trying to recruit is somebody that you recruited
in the
before.
first game, he's just sitting in his office usually and doing nothing.
No, Garrus joins you if you wish for him to.
Eventually, but I just haven't come to that part yet, I guess. Or yeah, or no, I have. I'm not sure. I don't remember. It's been a while since I was in.
He's
I
one of
have
the
him
squad
already.
members that you can get in all 3 games.
Yeah.
There's only 2
But
squad members you can get in all 3 games.
Yeah, that's him and who was the last one?
Tally.
Tally?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the other one was switched around all the time. Like, I haven't done much in the second, but I'm not. Can you get a Krogan in the second and the third? Because no one can get in the first.
In the first, yes. In the second, yes. In the third, no.
Because you get like 2 humans in the first one. That was like the first people you get.
Yep.
Then you get Talia is like one of the last ones to join you. Or it's like one other or 2 more after her.
You have to do the investigation in the first game. Before you can have almost all the characters you can recruit.
Yeah, I think I missed 1 or 2. I haven't played them forever. I have Talia, I have the Krogan, I have the humans, and I think it's Garrus.
Yes. It's
And then the last
it's
one
hard to miss him
it's 5 more.
because they
You meet him pretty quick.
yeah. You can choose to not recruit it.
I did though, cause more allies. Why the fuck not?
Yeah, it's
I don't have the human people, and with how I played it, I just have him to have him. Because
yeah.
Because I think I currently use like Ashley, Tali, and I forgot the Krogan's name. No, not the Krogan. I use Ashley and Tali, and usually.
Yeah.
Being that I am an infiltrator, so like I need a techie and I need a brawn guy, and Ashley is pure brawn, so she's a soldier.
Rex isn't pure brawn, but that's because he has biotics.
Biotics to do. Yeah.
Yeah, that he uses to be like shields and stuff. So he's actually really good. If you're looking for a
Yeah, I probably need a tanking. Because I will have Ashley main, because that's who I plan in Romans in the first one. Because I'm playing a male shepherd in that, so.
yeah. You can what was I gonna say? Rex is
Mostly have Tali to have a guy that's good with tech.
yeah, you need tech.
I might know I switched. Yeah, I need
in
tech.
the first game, you need electronics and the other thing, decryption or whatever. In order to
you need a lot.
yeah, you need those in order to open all the chests. Because if your decryption is too low or your electronics is too low, you can't open them.
Because I think I had to switch once, because I didn't expect the chest to be. I had to switch to Tali, because I had brought with me Garrus.
Yeah, you need both, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's kind of dumb, but it's how the game works.
Go back and forth to get them. No, because I think I reset on the first one and made a different class to begin with.
Yeah.
I think I made an infiltrator in the second. I'm a vanguard in the first.
Yeah, that's the biotic one.
Yeah, so that's why I have Tali and thing, because I have biotics and they have the other shit. So.
But either way, did anybody have anything related to the tabletop game?
Nope.
I guess I will just ask, where do we start?
Well, I've got a few ideas, and I'm gonna discuss that with everybody.
Okay.
Cliffhanger, I have a few.
Great.
So unless there's anything else, I'm just gonna poof.